Nobody's allowed to do anything. So it really lends itself to people going on Zoom and doing Buddha and Dharma time.
Great.
That makes sense. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so now we're ready.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You can hear.
Hi, can you hear?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going on mute.
Debbie, okay, can you hear Debbie? Debbie hears, then everyone okay, I think.
I won't discuss it any further. We'll talk to Thomas.
Oh, thanks, Debbie.
Go, Thomas, go.
Oh, there you go. There.
I think RT had it right on passing the baton.
It's like I can use three different, like more using any AirBeads, earphones, or use earphone or AirBeads. So they have choice. Different programs have to pick up here. Okay, so now AirBeads works, right? The AirBeads works, that is easy for me.
May I ask a
Okay,
question?
so now we have a discussion first. So do you have any questions?
Yeah.
About
I have a
today? Give me very simple questions. Hard questions are hard to give answer. I like very easy ones.
I have an easy one.
Okay.
Easy for you.
Oh, thank you.
I was interested in the story that you were telling about the Karmapa who was imprisoned and tortured by the Chinese emperor.
Yes.
And that one of the Drikung people who was thought to be a reincarnation of Tilopa sent him the message somehow to meditate on fire in order to withstand fire.
Yes.
I would like to read more about that story. Which Karmapa was it? The second or the third or later?
I think it's the later one. I don't know.
Okay.
So I don't remember who's that exactly. So anyway, there's the Digong Kaju history book has the information short.
In His Holiness.
No. It's that's a Digong Kaju history.
Okay.
Yeah, not His Holiness in whole thing lineage history.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I'll try.
You're
to find
welcome.
out.
I had a question. When you talked about the outer level, the inner level, and the secret level, could you repeat, Kempo, what the secret level was? I think the outer was refuge and recognizing the Buddha, and then the inner level was recognizing the mind, your mind as the Buddha's, correct? But I didn't catch the secret level.
No.
I didn't have it right?
No.
Oh,
Who has
okay.
answered that one? Who has answered that one? I think Michelle has answered. I can see she's. No?
Because
Roar?
No. I'm lost. I was not here in the morning, so I didn't hear, and I don't.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Okay, so Sandra has the answer.
I mean, this is probably not correct. I thought the secret level was emptiness, where there's no difference. But I was with Debbie. I thought the outer level was recognizing the Buddha, outside. And the inner level was seeing yourself and the Buddha having the same nature. And then I thought the secret level was realizing, I mean, maybe that's almost a secret level, that there's no difference.
Okay, so how's Thomas? Let's go to test.
The secret level is actually known for recognizing that you are the Buddha.
Secret level is what is?
That you are the Buddha.
Okay, what is the outer level?
The outer level is looking at the Buddha as a figure that we look upon as almost like a godly figure. And then the inner level is that we recognizing that maybe we have the same nature. And the third level is that we are a Buddha.
Okay, so now, Ati, do you have answer?
Okay, Kempo, this is what I have from this morning. So I just related it to like having the right motivation for refuge and bodhicitta, and then that you you do the visualization part with that develops the deity pride and the recollection of purity, and then you add in it's a recipe with dedication and of course
Okay, so that is the three excellences, a different one.
okay.
Not the ultra inner secret.
Okay, so then I'm gonna have to just go off the top of my head because I don't have any notes for that. Okay, so the outer level is I would think it would be then your conduct. Then the inner level would be your intention.
Okay, no guess. Okay.
No.
Okay. No,
Sorry.
no.
I don't know.
Do you have an answer?
I was thinking what Sandra said, Kimpo. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yes.
How about EDG has an answer, right?
Yeah, I think yes. I want to say that's when you're when the deity, when you're able to maintain the deity clearly.
Can I say something, Kimpo?
Okay.
Yeah, from my notes, I have that the outer level is the Yidam deity helps us recognize the inner level Yidam deity, and in the outer level, the Yidam deity is in front of you. In the inner level, the Yidam deity's mind is of the same nature as our mind. We recognize that. And in the secret level, we realize that our mind is Buddha's mind.
Okay, so that's close. That's the best one so far. Answer not 100%. Okay. So that is like, you know, your inner and the secret is very similar, so not much different. So that is like just inner secret kind of like put similar. And okay.
So I'll have to have Raul repeat it, but in my notes on the outer level, I have that it's more for beginners and you're recognizing the Buddha. So it's just ordinary and you're taking refuge, you know, like you're using that as your point of refuge. Is that not correct for the outer?
That's okay. Okay.
Okay, so the inner level, then on my notes I have, you're beginning to recognize the Buddha's mind. You're recognizing that the mind of the Buddha and your mind could possibly be the same.
Okay. Yeah. So there's no separate secret and the inner. It's the same.
So there's no difference separate. Then? They don't make separate.
No, that we can make separate, but sometimes we talk just inner and outer is like only we create two ways.
Okay.
Yeah. If you talk about theory, then it's like the inner and the secret has a little bit different aspects. Mm.
Okay.
So
So are there 3, or we just leave it at 2? That
either
there-
is okay.
either
When
is
you
okay.
just talk 3, then you have to present the 3. You talk 2, then you have to present the 2, right?
Guess so. So Raul, what did you say the secret was that if we're presenting 3? Could you repeat that, please?
Well, no, the thing is that what I have is really, I kind of made up the third because
Oh,
I stop in 2. I have outer level and inner level, and then
okay.
another notes about Buddha's mind, but that has no title. So I thought that that could be the third one, just really be the Buddha, instead of just recognizing the Yidam deity's mind is the same nature of your mind.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, so then Debbie Connor has, I think, answer. I know she always has. She is quiet, but she has answer.
Well, you know what? I don't know if I do today. Because inner, outer, and secret mean so many things. So what we're talking about today, right, in terms of, I guess this is going to be long. So for the generation stage, the creation stage, outer is the visualization of the deity. Inner is the development of deity pride, transforming yourself inside so that you recognize that you are the Buddhas. And then the recollection of the purity is more the secret level, where
Okay,
you're
so
looking, where the things that are present in your visualization, you're seeing that that represents the absolute truth. How's that?
okay, so you're also like kind of just ultra inner, not really 3 there.
Actually, there.
Okay, so then who has a question answer?
Is that when you
No,
have
today I didn't really go to one first is author, secret, followed by, before we talked already, like when we started this generation stage, that time, and top of the beginning part. That time we share all this author, secret levels.
So in the secret level,
Mm.
You realize that there's no other deity to be accomplished, and all your activities are effortless.
Mm. Okay. So then what is the inner level then?
Enlightened, I guess.
Okay, the inner, you get, okay, author, secret level. Where is the inner level?
Well, it says here that the inner level, the deity, is within your one central channel, but that takes me to a section that I don't understand at all. I read about the channels and this, the central channel and the other channels, but
okay. Yeah, that's it. See, this we talk about author, in the secret. So author is we are ordinary person, and then taking refuge and pray to Buddha, visualize Buddha offerings. So like distinctions, Buddha and us, is always called author level practice. The secret inner level is our wing channel. This drops is like become impure, is like create pure, it's offerings. So create causes of for Buddha, not causes of samsara. So that's the followed by the body, like essence is transformed to Yidam. And that is the inner level. Secret level is your mind. Your mind is non-conceptual or recognized mind is Buddha. So that is the secret level. And we just mostly focus on author and the secret inner is put together, inner and the secret together, because we didn't talk a lot the inner level, this wing and the channel drops and this things like we just talk a little bit like that. We said this is the inner level. but we didn't much talk about the details. So auto level, like think about offering. When we offering is auto level, you Argam, Pating, Pipe, Dipe, Aloke, and Gendes, all these 7 boards we have representatives. And or this offering is auto level offerings. Inner level, there we have the red and the white and the Toma. So that 3 is like called inner level offering. Inner level offering representative our bodies, like white drop, red drop, and the bodies, channels, these things like offering. That is called inner level offering. Sacred offering is no draw offering, no dualistic. Choose and choosy term means like no subject, no object, and no actions. There is recognized, no draw, and non-conceptual, or that is the inner level, a sacred level, sacred level offerings. So like that, or then followed by confession, also too, confession, like you visualize the Buddha. So we say, oh, I did this wrong. I want to purify, confession to you, Buddha. So that's outer level. Inner level confession is, this, whatever we did, it's actually, kind of recognize the, inner level, non-virtuous is like transforming, like kind of transform, and use that and become practice confession. It's different, like, something like if you do something wrong, so use that and become create the positivity. So inner level confession. Sacred level confession is also no door, no object confession, no subject to confession, no action confessions. Recognize that is the highest level confession. So that kind of, like, all this prayer has different levels. Sometimes you go to read the Yadambari sadhanas, they all comes like slightly this different kind of information you can see. Do you understand? Okay, so long as long to your mind, into your nature mind, like we meditate Mahamudra, it's called sacred level. And your body is like, usually our body, whatever we create, like, this vein channel, this impure is created like causes of samsara, but that become change to create the Buddha, then that is called inner level practice. Outer level is we are ordinary, and Buddha is immeasurable compassion and wisdom form body, enlightening being.
So it mentions about inner. Is that where bodhicitta also begins? Is that the essence? So
yes,
with
bodhicitta also inner words. They practice. They use the bodhicitta, and then they actually change the impure is pure. So that's the hardest like part actually for us. And the inner one is more harder than sacred one. Sacred one, like you have a like Mahamudra meditation practice, then you understand the sacred level. But inner level one is followed by this tantra, like it's for yoga, 6 yoga naropa, I think. So there some in part is like they're using many wing channel, elements, practicing something. So some teachers not focus much at that level. Some teachers really focus at that. It just is depending, you know. Jikin Sungun said that this inner one, like focus for the when channel drops, is that he said if that practice is also have in the non-Buddhist too. He said we have to focus more secret level.
Okay, I found this on the web for how to focus more secure than ever. Check it out.
Okay. So now where we go? Who has a question? Next one?
I have one more, if it's okay.
Yes.
So you talked about the Vajrayana, and like you talked about the poison tree, but what was the Theravadan tradition with the poison tree? Like Mahayana was that you would cut the tree down, but you would use hot water, so you didn't quite get rid of the tree. You didn't get to the root of things, but you at least recognized it was there. And then at Vajrayana, you just keep the tree there and use everything. But what was the Theravada with that? I missed that.
Get rid of all the root.
The Theravada, get rid of all the root.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that take away far away, and the somewhere it's the buried. No one sees. No one going to get.
Okay, and that was a hardship, right? It was a great hardship to get rid of all that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Cut all the root.
Okay, thank you.
Digging all
very
the
much.
root. Get rid of. They put masks and the gloves, and then they're really scared. They say everyone don't come to in this area, very dangerous. So see, sometimes like police stop everywhere like that. Then they're taking and throw away.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Kimbo, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is it possible for lay practitioners to go straight to the secret level? How difficult is that?
It's auto level. First, we have to, without auto level, and not easy to get in the secret level. Vajrayana means we practice Yadam deity, use Yadam deity, and recognize the absolute truth, this secret level. So using this method, have to follow the auto level first.
And so with the daily Yidam practice, it's possible to go from there into Mahamudra?
Yes, yes.
If a lot of effort is put into it?
Just it's kind of like, like how you practice, like how much you focus for auto level, secret level. And that is like, we cannot say how much you have to put effort, take how long. It's followed by individuals, so no one can give answer, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so we practice auto level, Yadam deity, then you recognize inner secret levels. And you recognize, then you just go into the inner secret level practice and get the realization.
Okay, thank you. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming the more time I would have to devote to daily Yidam practice, the easier that secret level practice would be.
So when you practice Yadam deity, actually the secret is in that level, is there too.
Right. Yes, I do recognize that.
Yeah, it's I shared last time. You know, when you share the teaching, you have to follow by one, but cannot put everything there. And when you really practice, like, or it's kind of like you bring together. It's a little bit different, you know, when you share the teaching and when you practice. And you practice Yidam Dede, actually this all is there. Auto level, inner level, secret level is in there Yidam Dede practice.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So we cannot take separate Yidam Dede practice and then secret level. It really cannot get separate. It's the high level means like just you slowly you recognize it's in same. You're just comes like realize.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm. Okay, so no questions, right? If you have more, please come.
Kempo, I had a question.
Discussion, yes.
Let me read you something real quick. There is no ignorance, no wearing out of ignorance, and so on until no old age, no death, no wearing out. The same way there is no suffering, no cause of suffering, no ending of suffering, no path, no wisdom, no attainment, and no non-attainment. When you read that, really, to understand emptiness, we can read it all day long until, to really grasp that, to really understand that. Once we do that, then complete realization occurs.
So when you read, you mean you get realization?
No, when I'm reading that, at first it was just, words, a long time ago, words. And I'm just thinking that once you really understand that, is that when real realization starts happening?
Understand which way? You mean intellectually understand or?
No, actually understanding your true nature, that everything is really empty.
Yeah, that's like just we understand that intellectually everything is empty. True nature, like this is like you just get understanding or it's emptiness because you have intellectually and we understand clearly, no doubt. So then when you read, like, your fear is more connections. You fear that, but that means like no realization. When you get realization, then these things no block to you.
I see.
You don't need the house is like no block to you. You can go through.
I understand.
So that's the same. Is like no attainment, no nirvana, no samsara, like kind of. See, this Vajrayana we talk about ground result is inseparable, means the same like that. The ground and the result is inseparable, become then no path there.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Kempo.
Yeah, it's just a different ways like presenting using teaching and method, but its main point is like we talk about the ground path result is like actually the three is not really exist, they're separate.
So earlier when you were talking about the Mantrayana method, the Vajrayana method, that we use the emotion to create wisdom. Well, that's kind of like I was thinking about that. It's like almost like right now with the coronavirus, that we're using the virus to create a vaccine.
Yes, yeah. Actually, good voicing is like if someone really knows the use that create medicine is, then that medicine is the perfect one. But we don't know how to create that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think, oh, go ahead, Marilyn. I think you're going to, Tom has a question in the chat room.
Yeah,
Thomas is
you
done.
can do Tom's first, or I have a question, doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Tom Wozni, I don't think he has a mic, but so what if a person doesn't do Nundro, but does Yidam deity practice? Is there any problem with that? Thank you, Kempo.
Yidam deity has a Ngdo there too. Ngdo is a bodhicitta, love, compassion, bodhicitta as a Ngdo. So 5-part Mahamudra, the Ngdo is bodhicitta. Then Yidam deity. So that has a Ngdo, yes. Ngdo means like preparing, like before go something, like before you into the practice, mean one. So that's also like always dependent, like not always like, sometimes the Ngdo is mean practice, they have another Ngdo there, and the mean practice is become Ngdo, and then you have another Ngdo, but sometimes that your mean practice is become Ngdo to related to each other. The related to each other, like you comparing to your father, then your son, you're comparing to your son, your father, like that, So where is without the father, where is the son? Not possible, right? And without a Ngdo, but they don't know mean practice. Always they have something Ngdo there.
So even if it's not the traditional Nundro of the accumulation of 100,000, Vajrasattva, and they're in the traditional, it's Nundro is there, so then that is Nundro.
Yeah, that's followed by Yidam deity practice, not required that way. Practice Yidam deity is just see Ngdo is always in the each sadhana has a Ngdo. So refuge, bodhicitta, and then preparations, get rid of obstacles, they're always part of Ngdo. Then you say, okay, visualize, mean practice, always come into the Yidam deity practice, mean practice, then starting, that is the mean practice. Then conclusion, finish it, they have a conclusion there too. So traditionally we talk about this 100,000 post station, 100,000 Vajrasattva, and yeah, if someone can do that, great. It's called Ngdo practice, and that's the monastery is required to who want to come into the monastery, become monk and the nun. They require that. But actually, Ngdo means like all is dependent. So this practice Yidam deity is like not in Tibet tradition. I think already in Buddha shares these teachings. India all have this practice, but Ngdo is actually in the Tibet the teachers create. I think this 100,000 practices. The Buddha during that time, Ngdo is 4 thought meditation. 4 thoughts is Ngdo. That's what we call preliminary practice, or the basic Ngdo. Basic Ngdo means everyone except all the Buddhists. The uncommon Hindu means only this Tibetan tradition. Special Hindu means like who practice Yidam deity and Mahamudra, then require always bodhicitta. That's called special Hindu. So do you get or no?
Tom had asked the question. Tom Wozni.
Tom?
Yes, he said yes. He doesn't have a mic, but he said yes in
I
the
see.
chat room.
Of course, we finish this 100,000, this H1 is the perfect. Without that, also we practice it. We practice it everywhere. It's a Yidam deity. Like we know, ask people, do you have this Hindu finish or not? I don't think so. No, any art teachers ask you that question, right?
I thought some did before they gave you Dzogchen, but not Yidam practice.
Yeah, that's a traditionally, yeah. Some Dzogchen, the Mahamudra, they ask question. That's also the dependent different teacher.
Tom said, thank you, Khenpo.
So that's a thing about this morning. I told you, like each teacher has a different ways. They're just giving teaching and require to do something. Use a different method. So that means like you cannot say, oh, that teacher did that, everyone doing that. So you have to observe, oh yeah, he did that, then another teacher, yeah, he did it like that. Then that means like you see then, okay, these people, everyone doing different methods, different ways, giving teaching. So
I have a question, I guess, or I guess I want to make sure my understanding is headed in the right direction. Okay, we generate bodhicitta, we visualize the Yidam deity. You reach a point to where you have stability and clarity, and you understand the qualities, and then you recognize that the deity is always there. So what else is there after that? Is it just keep practicing and you reach perfection in your practice?
yeah. So always that means just when you mind for awareness, you just keep going that again. Then one day you are used to in there, it's always like become connect with the Buddhas.
Okay, so practice makes perfect is
yes.
the conclusion I'm reaching. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, one other question. What is the main difference between Mahamudra and deity visualization?
Mahamudra, we don't visualize. Deity practice, we always visualizing. Mostly is visualize.
Okay, so
visualize, yeah.
Then what is the main purpose of Mahamudra?
Mahamudra, we don't have to visualize I am deity, or you don't visualize the deity is in front of you. Just you stay in the non-conceptual and the non-door.
So how is that helping?
Which mean you mean?
Mahamudra. How is that? What is the benefit?
Mahamudra benefit, you recognize your own nature and absolute truth. Remove all these delusions. The waking up.
It seems like visualizing the deity practice is much easier than Mahamudra, trying to make sense out of Mahamudra. That's
So you mean deity practice is easy the Mahamudra or Mahamudra easy the deity
I
practice?
think deity practice is easier myself. Mahamudra,
Oh.
I don't see anything.
Yeah.
I see
So that's
nothing.
why we use the deity practice before the Mahamudra. Some people really need that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question, but, and I apologize, I wasn't focused when you were talking about channels and winds. I've had trouble focusing today. So you mentioned the 6 yogas of Naropa. There's physical exercises. Do you need to be able to do those to open up your winds and channels to become realized? Like, is that, like we do the deity practice, we perfect that, we get good at that, but then do we also in conjunction need to be able to do the other stuff to open that up?
So I cannot say like yes or no, because it's like some people really think important to, you know, use this wind channel, this like opening up something. There's some people think not necessary to focus that much in there. So you know, like it's to follow the different teachers. They give you different method, and especially where they focus more, that you give you always telling you do that, you know, right? So I don't know much about this part, that part.
Okay, so it more
Yeah.
depends on the individual and the individual teacher, I guess. Eh?
Yeah.
Nobody really knows. Okay, I just wondered.
Well,
So
I'm going to be jumping up and down off a mat.
mm,
Or sitting in the snow with a wet sheet on me. It's not going to happen.
it's easy. It's like just we think about the visualize the Yidam deity auto level, then just say like inner or secret. It's just one is inner level, and they just recognize the mind is Buddha. Then you into that meditation. It's easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you create thinking about it, like when drop channels, like focus that is like take long time, and I don't think so. Like we can get anything bring to in easily something there.
Yeah, it would get me very confused. Anytime I try and read about it, I'm like, I'll never get it. Never. It's too complicated.
I just mentioned about in this stage meditation inner level, but not really detail anything there.
Okay.
Because it's hard to something in bring there. So just it's like you, long as you have this secret level means we meditate like, you know, Yidam auto level, Yidam deity recognize absolute truth. Then everything's waking up, you know, long as your mind is waking up, your body is waking up.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Kempo, sometimes you like to say, you know, the main point is, and I appreciate that. So I'm wondering if you're saying, so please correct me, are you saying that you can purify karmic winds through deity practice or through Mahamudra, like you don't have to do channels and winds practice specifically, that you're able to purify karmic winds and, you know, realize, you know, wisdom winds are in the central channel. So somehow you're able, through Mahamudra, you're able to access that place. You don't have to do specific practice. These are all different ways to accomplish the same thing, and you're able to purify karmic winds and bring wisdom winds into the central channel through different means, including Mahamudra and Yidam practice.
Sorry, but I didn't get it.
Yeah, me neither. Okay. So I thought that part of inner level practice, with channels and winds practice, the point of it was to purify the wind, the lung, and to open the central channel where the wisdom wind, once the lung is purified, the winds flow into the central channel. And then that would help you realize absolute nature, blah, blah. So are you saying you don't have to do it that way? It can happen using other means?
Don't know, this really hard, this like go to chakras, vein, central channel, and all this, like this drops, talk about that is really confusing for me. That also this different teaching, like different level tantras always talk different ways, even the chakras, like sometimes go up and sometimes they say down, and like central channels go up or like this, or like so many different ways, and I really cannot bring anything into my mind, really. I don't know, you have that problem, so I don't really focus that much in this inner level, like like this vein drops, this channels. It's harder to bring to your like kind of visualize. So power is easy. Power just only central channel and the consciousness, right? Transforming. So that is easy. But other things like so many channels there. And they say all channels have waking up to, then deity. And so it's harder to recognize that. So then the main point is, as long as you don't have impure perception is transformed to pure, your whole body is Buddha, right? So impure is transformed as pure, you visualize yourself as Buddha. So I think that's included everything there. So we just recognize that, then go into into the absolute true, like secret level Mahamudra meditate. Then when you practice power, of course, just visualize the central channel and your service Vajra Yogini. So I think that means like whole is like that practice is like inner level. Your service Vajra Yogini visualize the central channel, right? Okay, so that is the whole inner level. But then secret level means like no transforming anything, no transforming, and no any destination, and no path, no transforming anything. That just called the like this three is like no separate. So think about the auto level is like we are just ordinary, right? Right now, think about ordinary. So we need something protection. That's why we take refuge to Buddha. And we pray to Buddha. And we have distinctions between Buddha and us. We are ordinary. Buddha is immeasurable compassion, wisdom, enlightenment. So think that is the auto level. Easy way, okay, very easy. The inner level, just your service visualize the Yidam Deity, then think about the power, we visualize the central channel. So that is the inner level, okay? And then think about the secret level is then not like Buddha is separate from you and nothing is, like transforming there. So no object, no action to transforming, no object to transform, no any subject there. So that is the secret, the practice. It's just into the Mahamudra. So then when you chant this Yidam Deity practice, like think about Vajrakalaya, they talk about all this like blood, meat, bones are offering. So that means like tilipogizing, it's offering. So the meat is like ignorant, blood is attachment, bone is anger. So this we say are offering bone, meat, my flesh is all is offering to Buddha. So we offering our this all the emotions actually become is useful. That is called inner level practice. So not just think about it, like something is like causes of suffering is changed to usefully and causes of happiness. That is practice is called inner level practice. There's so many different there is like just main point is something ordinary people always create causes of suffering, something that object is that create causes of happiness is called inner level practice. Second level is Mahamudra, so beyond perception, beyond thought, you know, beyond the words. What do you think? That makes sense or no? Little bit better?
Good.
Kimball, may I ask a question?
Yes,
If
yes.
that's the case, why do we have to learn about chakra and wind? Can we totally skip it and don't learn about it?
You can learn.
You can learn,
but it's if you don't know everything, this is chakras, but still you have enlightenment method.
So the wind and the chakra also is a mean of enlightenment. Is it also a way to enlightenment if you practice the wind and the chakra?
Yes, yes.
Okay, because my first experience was listening to wind and chakra was when I was still a graduate student, and I went to the medicine Oregon Deer Park. Geisha Chopra was there, and there's a tantric teacher was teaching wind and chakra, and in the middle of it, I almost feel I went crazy. My mind couldn't hold, I couldn't stand up, so I left the practice. I left the retreat. I just walked outside because I felt I was getting crazy. My mind totally messed up. And I went with my whole group of meditation friends, and they said that, oh, no, you are just tired. And I say, no, I'm not tired. I'm really clearly, trying to follow, but I couldn't. And my mind just totally went crazy. So I'm just so happy that to know that if I don't have to deal with it, it's okay too. That's what I was thinking. Because I don't know why.
Lome, you have so many experience. That's great. You know, I told her that, you know, like it's kind of too much that part sometimes.
Well, I was I practiced meditation since I was 19 years old, so it's more than
yes.
40
Some
years.
people really need that, but most people I don't think so need it.
You mean need the chakra and wind?
Yes, yes, that practice, yeah.
Campbell, do you practice yourself about the chakra and wind?
No, I don't do that anything.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
But I don't do means like when I practice like Yadam Dedi, like sometimes this Yadam Dedi sadhana has, so I have to think about it, you know. Oh yeah, so this blood, you know, this bones and meat, my channels is part, you know, like something. I have to think about that, you know, but not really focus that. I don't focus that. When I focus that, I cannot bring anything like kind of like something in the mind really helpful. for me. Just honestly, you know.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for honestly answering me. Thank you.
So just stay in the, like, you know, when we practice Yidam Deity, that helps my mind, and it comes devotion arise, and then, you know, like kind of more fierce blessing connections, and I can like think about myself as a Yidam Deity. That's also possible. I don't go in details. Okay, this each part of body is like this Yidam Deity, this Yidam is there. I don't follow like that. Just generally think about whole body, and my nature is Buddha. Then go into meditate, like the Vipassana Shamatha, or this, the Mahamudra is really become change mind, you know, like different. So helps. So that's the I follow. Just it's follow. I'm following this stage of meditation. So that is easy there. And you go too much is this Wayne channel, this chakras is really hard to bring together anything.
Okay.
So that is like when waking up, Buddha has this all, it's become body, you know, it's become the also mind is waking up, the body also, this chakras like arise something. So that part anyway, I really don't know much about that, you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I have another question. In the sadhanas, they all have the outer, inner, and secret. Is it? Did I hear you right?
Yes.
Okay. Do they all have Mahamudra as well?
Yes.
They all have Mahamudra.
Most still has, yes.
Oh.
Maybe some has only one word.
Like right?
Yeah.
Like and is it Mahakala? I forget.
Yeah, Mahakala, they talk about too.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I could, one of these days, can you take a sadhana and point out the outer, inner, and secret stuff to us? Or is there a way you can show us what we're talking about in each section?
Yes.
That would be nice.
Okay, so next time we practice the Yidam Deity, so then we can see.
All right, great. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so now we go to meditate then. It's time is gone actually. So meditate like 10 minutes together. Use visualize or what you need, divine pride or recollection or purity. Actually have to bring together. So focus on that. We can meditate together. mani bene hong, mani bene hong, Om mani bene hong, mani bene hong, Om mani bene hong, mani bene hong, Om mani bene hong, Om mani bene hong. Hi everyone,
Hello.
waking up.
Hey, Kempo.
Hey, Marilyn, can you share the prayer?
Okay.
Ati, please read. You are mute.
Thank you, Kempo.
You
Emaho. In the center is the marvelous Buddha Amitabha, boundless light. On the right side is the Lord of great compassion. And on the left is Vajrapanini, the Lord of powerful means. All are surrounded by limitless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, immeasurable peace and happiness in the blissful pure land of Devachen. When I and all beings pass from samsara, may we be born there without taking samsaric rebirth. May I have the blessing of meeting Amitabha face to face. By the power of the blessings of the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, may we attain this aspiration without hindrance. Teata Pinzadriya Awa Bodha Naya Soha. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind, where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. By this virtue, may I achieve omniscience by defeating all enemies, confusion. May all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. As Manjushri, the warrior, realized the ultimate state, and as did Samantabhadra, I will follow in their path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. May the teachings of the great Junkumpa Ratnashri, who is omniscient Lord of the Dharma, master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara. Thank you.
Thank you. So see you tomorrow. Good
Thank you so
evening,
much,
everyone.
Kempo.
Thank you.
Thank
See you tomorrow.
Kempo.
See you tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
Oh,
9 o'clock.
Good night. Kempo.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.